Hey guys, this is Arjun speaking to you. Today in this video I will be discussing you about the last chapter of Mahabharat, which is the great epic ends. So in the previous video I've told you that the war has ended when almost all the great warriors from each sides have died, and also Ashwathama was cursed to stay as an immortal person. So today in this video I'm going to tell you that the great epic ends so when the Pandavas go to heaven. So now let's get started. So that day only, after the war, they all went they went inside the Ganga river and bathed themselves, so that they are pure now. That they have killed thousands of enemies, thousands of people in the opposite side of the war. When they came into the palace, Gandhari and Dhritarashtra was really unhappy to see their 100 sons dead. He planned to kill Bhima because Bhima was the only person who killed all the 100 brothers of all the 100 Kaurava brothers. Bhima planned to kill him. He had an idol of Bhima which was made of pure gold. He just took it in his hands and just crumbled it, and it broke into two pieces. This was so much that Dhritarashtra was so angry on Bhima. He planned to kill Bhima, but he thought that it was his brother's son, Pandu's son, who was Bhima. He didn't want to make Pandu sad by killing Bhima, and hence he forgave him. All the Pandavas fell on Gandhari and Dhritarashtra's feet for asking for their forgiveness on killing all the Kaurava brothers. As you know, it is a war, right? Dhritarashtra and Gandhari blessed them with a heavy heart. So now they didn't. Yudhisthira became the king of Hastinapur. He ruled for many days happily, and the king and the people of the Hastinapur town were really happy. Dhritarashtra and Gandhari did not want to stay in the kingdom and wanted to go for harsh penance by living in the forest. Kunti also accompanied them along with Vidura and Sanjaya. All these five people started their journey to go to the forest and do always harsh penance. After the 6 days, when they reached, Vidura died. Vidura passed away, and soon after, Sanjaya also passed away. Sanjaya was the trusted minister of Dhritarashtra. Only Dhritarashtra, Kunti, and Gandhari were alone in the ashram. So every day they did not eat the food. Dhritarashtra used to get food at not Dhritarashtra. They used to have some servants who accompanied them during they go to the ashram. They used to pluck fruits sometimes. Very rarely they used to eat. So one day a fire broke out in the ashram, and Kunti, Gandhari, and Dhritarashtra had lost their lives in the ashram. The Pandavas were shocked to know about this, what happened to Kunti, Dhritarashtra, and Gandhari, and performed the last rites of them. Soon after, we come back to the Lord Krishna's topic. Subhadra, who was the second wife of Arjuna, Arjuna actually killed her. Krishna says Arjuna to push Subhadra into the lake for no reason. So nothing happened because Krishna said there was some problem, and hence he went and told Arjuna to push Subhadra into water, and thus Subhadra also lost her life. So let's come back to Sri Krishna. So Balarama, who was really old of age, his age was really old and he could not rule the kingdom. So soon after the war, Krishna ruled for 36 years happily, and all the citizens were happy. So during the crown during the Rajabhishek of Yudhisthira, Rajabhishek means like the king ceremony. There will be a ceremony when you're crowning a king. So during that time, Gandhari cursed Krishna that the whole Yadavas will be destroyed for no reason. So after that, one day the Yadavas was the caste which Sri Krishna were born to. It was the caste type. So when this happened, the Yadavas became really mad. So they ate a lot, they drank, whatever they did, they were fully mad that day. And they asked some to disguise as a woman. Some was Sri Krishna's son. They asked some to disguise as a woman. He disguised and went to a sage and asked him, "Will I give birth to a boy or a girl?" The sage was really unhappy and cursed them that he will be giving birth to a mace which will destroy the whole Yadava dynasty. This this feared all the Yadavas there. So one day, Sri Krishna's son Pradyumna and Sambh and Sri Krishna's trusted friend Satyaki, with along with other Yadavas, ate and drank heavily. So they went out of the mines again as usual. So when some gave birth to a mace, the Yadavas broke it into pieces and threw it inside the river. From the river itself, the broken pieces turned into a sharp plant and started attacking the Yadavas. The Yadavas went out of control and started attacking each other. This was the result of completing the whole Yadava dynasty. Sri Krishna's trusted friend Satyaki was in danger, and hence Sambh and Pradyumna, who were the sons of Sri Krishna, tried to save him, but ultimately Satyaki, Pradyumna, and Sambh lost their lives as they were fighting together. All of the Yadavas lost their lives, and almost it was the end of the dynasty. So, when Balrama got to know, he was really shocked about the Yadava dynasty was just destroyed completely. He sat in meditation for Prabhasarit and left the and I mean he just left the earth. He just like passed away type. He left the earth. He got mixed into God's Atma, like God. So even Shri Krishna was really unhappy to know about Balrama being no more on the earth, and also he also wanted to go away from the earth. He just he left his kingdom and sat under a peepal tree, laying down, just like his eyes open a bit. He's not so understanding what's happening around him. So he was wearing yellow clothes on the below. So, uh, 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 a hunter named Jara thought that the yellow clothes were looking like a deer, and hence he thought it was a deer, so he wanted to hunt it. He took a poisonous arrow and shot it at the place. Sri Krishna was sleeping unintentionally. Shot the arrow shot Sri Krishna's leg completely, like it pierced inside, and then Sri Krishna, he didn't show any reactions. He just showed his Vishnu form, like as he was the avatar of Vishnu, and left the earth. Jara asked for forgiveness. Krishna forgave, turned, showed his actual form of Lord Vishnu, and left the earth. The Pandavas were shocked to listen to Sri Krishna's death, and hence they also wanted to renounce the world, and so they crowned Parikshit as the king of Hastinapur. Parikshit was the son of Abhimanyu. So they thought that if they crossed the Himalayas, they would reach the heaven. So they started their journey. All the first, the journey was good, but suddenly Draupadi died. They were shocked, but they continued their journey. On their journey, a dog started accompanying them. They took it with them. Soon, Sahadeva, Nakula, Bhima, and Arjuna also lost their lives on the way for the for the journey of heaven. Only Yudhisthira and the wise dog was there. So once they crossed the whole Himalayas, suddenly Lord Indradev appeared in front of him and blessed him, saying that you are really a good person. Because of your dharma and all the stuff you have done in your life, good stuff you have done in your life, you have come here. He also informed that his other family people were in the hell, and Yudhishthira decided that he wanted to stay in hell. So this resulted for him being in hell for 30 days to spend with his family members. So once the 30 days was over, the hell just turned into heaven because that was only for testing Yudhishthira. The dog also which was accompanying them during the journey was Yamadharmaraja, the god of death and punishment. He said that, "Oh Yudhishthir, you're so wise, you're so kind, and you're always good. This resulted you for staying in heaven forever, and you'll always be treated like gods." Yudhishthira saw his family people, and he thanked all of them. He saw Karna, he saw his sons, he saw his dead five sons, he saw Draupadi, he saw Karna, he saw all Abhimanyu, everyone, all the family members were present in the heaven. He bowed to everyone, all of them embraced lovingly, and this he also saw Duryodhana in a heaven, and he asked why Duryodhana was there. In the Dev replied that Duryodhana was just having a try in heaven's kingdom. Yudhishthira and other laughed at Duryodhana just for once, standing in the heaven. All of them embraced lovingly and stayed happily forever and ever. So now, I've come to the end of the epic. So now I would like to tell you the moral of the epic. This epic has taught us that it is our responsibility to always follow dharma and always stay good. If you follow bad, you'll always go in a wrong path. You will be punished like the way the Duryodhana was punished. So always follow dharma, always be good, and don't forget that good always wins over evil. Thank you. So this comes to the end of the video and the epic. So I hope you liked it. So hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, goodbye.